Hello, everyone, and welcome to The Curse of Strahd, a 5th edition campaign played on Roll20. The shadows loom over Barovia, and I'm going to throw it straight over to our dungeon master, the Jonin Monkey, to tell us what's going on.
Thank you. Alrighty. Welcome back to The Curse of Strahd, where our heroes, now known as the Silver Stakes for whatever reason, are trapped in the land of Barovia, a land encased in mist by the cruel vampire Strahd von Zarovich. Last time, after Strahd declared that he would destroy Vallaki in 10 days, our heroes met up with Philip, the new Burgomaster, and Leo, the new captain of the guard, to sort out their plan of attack. Various ideas were discussed, but for now they've decided to sort out the business within the borders of Vallaki itself. The noblewoman Fiona Watcher, who has already sent a spy to listen in on your meeting and is sent to support Strahd. The travelling people known as the Vistani, who have worked for Strahd but could be convinced to join your side and boost your numbers, especially since you have already helped them in the past, so you could have some leverage there. The Dusk Elves, who have knowledge of the Amber Temple, the source of Strahd's power, and the location of the last key item you need that could take him down. And finally, the Mad Mage, a spellcaster who is said to roam the mountains on the other side of Lake Zarovich. It is currently past 1 o'clock, and you have 10 days remaining. Which business do you want to take care of first?
So this is day 1, right? Strahd wasn't counting the day he mentioned 10 days.
Well, in fairness, he made that declaration at like 1 o'clock in the morning, so it's technically still the same day.
Okay.
Nice loophole, Jonin.
Yeah, but is he going on the 10th day or after the 10th day?
You 10 days remain.
Is the 7th day a rest day as well?
Guys, he's already like
days.
marking
no
up the
bank holidays. No.
But Monday's a
He's
bank
already
holiday.
10 days. No
up.
bank holidays. None of this weekend shit. 10 days starting out.
I can hear the hit points of the monsters going up. Let's just stop.
Alright, let's do this. Where are we going? The Watcher lady that sent that spy to see what we were doing?
It's the nearest target.
Alright. Well, I don't actually know where that is. Does anyone... Does Leo know where that is? Is Leo here? Leo! Leo's not here.
Yeah,
What?
no, unfortunately not. I will just say for expediency that you go back, sort of awkwardly mention to Philip that you don't actually know where Lady Watcher's house is. And,
Yeah, because I was going to say, we didn't even finish our meeting. We sort of, had a meeting, roughly decided where we were going to go, and then stuff went down. But I imagine we came to that plan as a final thing to do, and then set out.
That's fair enough. Okay, in that case, I'll retroactively say he gave you directions for it, because after that, the first thing he decided to do was take the silverware in order to melt it down and make some crossbow bolts, and also sell the light crossbow, which is an actual thing. I don't know how I missed it when looking through the weapon list.
It's because it was under a different category.
Yeah, if I could have just looked up, in fairness. But anyway.
Whatever.
Anyway, with that said, you are eventually led down the street into Vallaki, following a list of hastily scribbled directions until you come across another mansion. Until you come across a mansion towards the north side of town, and I'm just going to.
Also saves me picking up someone on the street, which I've done before, and shaking them until they give directions.
Yeah, they probably want to avoid that too. Also, just to double check, because we've had this problem before, can everyone see through the dynamic lighting?
I need to find
No, sir.
myself first. So if you shift click as to where we are, I can see just my
Yes.
token in a world of darkness.
Me too. Same.
Right.
Shrouded
Although,
in eternal
I can hear some
darkness.
jointy piano.
Okay, so while he figures this out,
There
I'm
we
gonna
go.
give the stream. Oh, I still can't. Well,
Out of
whatever. I'm gonna give the stream
1
a
second.
quick rundown of all the shit that we need to do.
Out of the darkness and
We
into
need
the
to
night.
talk. Yeah, we need to talk to this Lady Watcher who's been sending spies after us because reasons. We need to talk to the Vistani and try and recruit them into Vallaki, even though they're kind of on the side of Strahd, but not really. It's just kind of a survival thing for them. Then we need to ask the Dusk Elves if they know about the Amber Temple, which is where the last item is. Then we can recruit the Mad Mage Monty, who is at one lake. And we can check out the werewolf den, which is at another lake where the bloody crow is. And we should take the gypsy lady Esmeralda along with us on that trip. And then we need to get the thing in the Amber Temple, and then we kill Strahd. Done.
Yeah, and all in under 10 days.
Well, at least one of those lakes is very near us.
Yeah, most of it is very near us, actually. It's like mostly, it's a day trip away, the farthest thing away from us. So we should, unless we just take long rests every which time.
Well, I'll keep in mind, it's a day to get up the mountain and then another day to come back down it. So
No, it's much faster to get down a mountain, trust me.
Yeah, especially if you use one of your party members as a sled.
But by the time we're there, I have the full-on polymorph thing, right? I can just turn into a dragon and fly us down, right? Right? It's easy.
We'll
Level
see.
up.
Okay, can everyone see now?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, see fine now.
Yep.
Okay. And this. There we go. You approach. The house seems almost disgusted with itself. A slouching roof hangs heavy over furrowed gables and moss-covered walls sag and bulge to the weight of the vegetation. As you study the house's sullen countenance, you hear the edifice actually groan. Only then do you realize the extent to which the house's own hatred is. As you, I should also. Apologies, I've also positioned you in the wrong place. It's this direction towards the front.
Okay.
So, as you all approach, keep it in mind that the Borgo Master Philip did suggest that you did this tactfully. How would you like to go ahead?
Wrong.
Maldrath!
I was about to say before we get there, out of character, probably I would have suggested that.
Maldrath and Seth, they're the ones that have it most together.
Uh,
Okay, well,
kind of a time bomb here.
so before we go
We'll
in,
keep it ticking.
what exactly do we want from these people?
Essentially, just to figure out what's going on, because she's already sent a spy, and it's publicly known that she supports Strahd.
Basically,
So-
we need to figure out that if we fortify Vallaki, is she going to open the doors for Strahd's creatures?
Yeah, we
More or
need to
less,
know
yeah.
why she was watching us. Was she watching us for Strahd or for herself? And that's a big problem. And you know, if
I
she
thought we're
is,
just asking whether we need to kill her or not.
well, potentially that's the problem.
Isn't that? Yeah. That's kind of the root of the thing here.
Yeah.
Right.
But we could probably ask her questions first before we go in with the stabby. So
There's no good to ask questions after, does it?
I've tried that. It doesn't work. They never answer.
Alright, so we'll just knock on the door then. You know, we'll do this nice and tactfully and hopefully do it the easy way.
So, I'm just going to position you. You move up to the door and give a knock, and there's a brief pause, and then a maid opens the door slightly and steps down and goes, "Hello, welcome to the Watcher House. How may I help you?"
Yes, we'd like to see your master or mistress, please. It's a
Lady
matter
Watcher.
of urgency.
Oh, really? Right. I'll go and see her. May I ask who you are?
I got this. We are the
Did you
Silver
just gasp?
Stakes. Did no one else
Right.
work out poses? Oh,
I didn't think we were doing that. Sorry.
I mean, you did really well. You did like poses for all of us almost. So
Okay,
oh.
I will just go and get her.
She was clearly impressed, right?
Yes.
See what?
She will
Sorry.
never forget
Yeah.
this day.
I mean, we just decided on the team name proper. I thought we needed something.
Let me persuasion check.
I figured out I was gonna go Ward, Backbreaker, and then like, yeah, to Jean, and he would do like his pose, I guess, a flourish of his blade, and then maybe the werewolf people would do. No. Okay.
As if to save you, the maid comes back out and she goes, I'm sorry, Madam Watcher says that she is currently busy with her book club and
Insight.
we would prefer not... Go ahead. Wait for it.
we should just go around the house and find the windows for the book club and just like.
That was kind of my next move.
You can see that the maid herself doesn't mean any harm. She's literally just repeating what her mistress has said directly to her. Although she looked a bit flustered, kind of like she's caught between two grumpy people. If that makes any sense, you can. It was. With that high insight, I'll say you get the impression that that the maid is telling the truth, but she was probably hearing orders from a very dismissive mistress. I guess you could.
Did you tell her who we are?
Yes, I did.
Wait, how good is our brand recognition? Do people know the Silver Stakes is us? I told you we needed tunics and tabards. I mentioned this at the meeting.
I must confess, I'm not 100% sure who you are either. Anything that might be able to jog him?
Can I just take this opportunity to look her dead in the eyes and say, your mistress is in potentially a lot of trouble. It'd be a shame if you were to be complicit in her potential crimes.
Go ahead and make me an intimidation check.
Oh, his best roll. Yeah.
You say it so calmly, but you can still see her shivering sweats lightly pulling down her brow. And just go, I only work for her, but I will go back and insist that it's urgent.
Can I just follow her in behind her? Like, put my foot in the door and just walk in?
Oh, okay, if that's what you wish.
Yep.
I like it. Direct approach.
Okay, so.
Oh, we're like the CIA up in here.
Except, with no search warrant.
Okay.
Just bullies.
We're on a deadline here. We
It's-
don't have time for gun flapping.
That's bold of you to assume, Nick, that the CIA used search warrants.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine.
Okay, the front door opens to a narrow vestibule. Three glass-stained doors in narrow frames lead from it. You see the maid quickly go through to the north with the staircase and then into this room here. And let me just find the description of that. So, bandy words. Right, okay. An ornate dining room stretches the length of this room, a crystal chandelier hanging from it imperiously. The silverware is tarnished, the dish is chipped, yet they are still quite elegant. 8 chairs with their backs adorned with sculpted elk horns surround the table. Arched windows made of some lattice work of iron and glass, looking out to the small fog-swept estate. And as you step in, you notice that in the corner, it looking at you with a very stern expression, is this right here. There's a woman who she has her countenance, which is both regal and quite terrifying. She has a very thin frame, but everything is very. Her features are very angular, almost bony, but in a way that it doesn't give off a feeling of weakness, but a kind of sense of imperiousness. The maid walks in and goes, yeah, Madam Watcher, he says that you appeared in trouble. Wait, if you could just wait, sir. But by then it's already too late, as both you and Ward are all piling into the same room.
Where's the book club?
She decides, goes, thank you, that will be all.
Do you have any picture books?
The maid hurriedly bows and walks away. Sorry, I'm moving you by.
No worries.
As she moves past me, I'm just like, sorry. We didn't mean. It's okay.
sorry. And then she runs past us all. I'm going to go. We were happily studying in the next room before you all showed up. Now, to what do I owe the pleasure of welcoming our town's heroes?
Well, I think you already know the answer to that question. We found your friend, by the way.
Oh, I'm sorry. Which friend are you referring to?
It's gonna be like this. I think, let's just take a seat, because this might take a while.
You see, if we'd cut off his head and brought his head, we could take this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. That's how you do things. Very well. You can help yourself as you wish, she says, like lazily gesturing towards the dining room tables.
Hate her instantly.
As she walks down, pretty much just sits back in her own chair, separate from you, and goes, now, why do you so fit... you claim that I'm in trouble. How so?
Well, there's rumors going about that you're in cahoots with Strahd.
Oh, that again. He kind of lies back in the chair and just starts looking at her nails as if he feels it's not worth paying attention to. It's like, people make so much of a fuss. I mean, Strahd's not a monster. At best, he's just a negligent landlord. Really, the land has been operating just fine. It was only before we had that embarrassment of a burgomaster forcing the town to have those repulsive parties day in, day out, and then you all had to stir the pot and get him angry, but I believe he's not without a reason.
Well,
I am finally going to speak up, just sort of incredulously, and say, did you not bear witness to the invading army?
Yes, I saw that, but again, whose fault was that? As far as I recall, you brought someone who had been marked by Strahd into our city, if the rumors are true. So, not exactly anything that's my fault now, is it?
We were committed to a duty. A duty to a decent cause. A cause which I would imagine any living being with functioning intellect would be able to support.
Intellect. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude. It's just, well, how should I put it? None of your actions have really shown intellect so far. I mean, Strahd causes a bit of a ruckus, and you decide, oh, we can throw negotiation out of the window. Why don't we have you not only decide to throw yourselves at Strahd's gates and hope that somehow you come out alive, but you're also going to be throwing the untrained townspeople at the gates as well. No, I'm sorry. I'm not really a fan of, well, whatever it is you call intellect.
Well,
Do you have a better idea?
Yes. But it hardly matters now, does it? I mean, I would have preferred to have opened a line of communication to try to appease Strahd in some way, but, well, I'm kept out of the proceedings now, aren't I?
You
And
realise
on
he
top
would
of that-
toss you aside once he got bored of you anyway.
Well, that depends on how bored you make yourself, I suppose. Anyway, I'm afraid I must. Is that at all? Are we really just going to be bantering philosophy, or is there something that's actually worth my time?
I'm going to step forward at this point, just sort of take my place next to Maldrath and say, "We hardly came in here for mere discussion. We know what you did, and your man told us everything. Send another spy after us, and there will be a true problem."
She goes, spy would. Oh, you mean Ernst? Why, whatever did he do?
Well,
He almost got himself killed for one.
Oh dear, how did that happen?
Wow.
the details are unimportant. Our point is, oppose us in such a way again, or act against the good of this city, and you will have more problems than merely opening a line of communication with a vampire.
well, we might have problems already because, as you may be aware, Strahd is going to destroy the whole town in 10 days regardless. That's kind of why we're doing what we do. And your friend was listening to our plans, which was deliberate, even though you're feigning ignorance about it. We kind of need to know if you're delivering information to Strahd, or you're going to use the information yourself, or we might have to do something.
She sighs. Oh, I see what's happened here. Ernest he's a good man, but he has obviously misinterpreted my instructions.
I would like to
I
insight.
merely told... Go ahead. As you're making this insight check, he goes, I merely told him to see if he can find out what's going on, what the news was. I never asked him to spy or intrude on your premises.
What would
With that
also
insight...
like to insight
Yeah,
that?
insight on
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Oh, that's better.
Everyone roll insight check.
That's better.
That's how we do it.
Okay.
Oh no!
Wow. Okay, so,
Nice.
alright. Keldrin and Sev, this sounds incredibly fishy in the sense that, at the very least, it's a sort of weak excuse, but the two of you natural 20s, Maldraut, Avon Ward, she's totally BSing. Like, she knew full well how he would interpret those instructions and what it meant. This is her, essentially her implausible deniability. Like, oh, I never sent him to spy. He just misinterpreted my instructions. I'm not legally liable.
You know,
Uh,
I really don't like liars. Do you, Maldrath?
I'll take this
Especially-
opportunity to rise to my feet and say, I think we've wasted enough time here. We'll give you the same choice as we gave your friend. You can either help us, or, well, we'll let you work that one out.
Yeah, I mean,
And I'm just to drive the point home. I'll look at her and just very, very quietly say, "We are the only beings in this land with the means and methods to destroy your god. What do you think we'll do to you?"
Shall I roll intimidation on this?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Advantage because of all the help? Oh,
Didn't
you
need
don't need it. Don't need it.
She sort of grits her teeth of annoyance and goes, I am well aware of what you will do if I happen to incur your ire. And I will simply say this. I'm not an idiot. I do not worship Strahd as any kind of god or anything, but I'm also aware of the disastrous situation you're in, so, oh well. Go back and tell your new Borgo master, Philip, I believe his name was, tell him that he can do... tell them that I will, as long as they include me in the proceedings, then I will... then, yes, I shall stay out of your way and not resort to third parties in future.
Insight check.
Yeah.
Oh,
Go ahead.
19.
Okay, most of you are thinking that... Most of you are all thinking that she is true about not agreeing to send the spy, but she's still not really friends in any shape or form. In fact, you're thinking she probably has some plan up her sleeves. She's probably... It seems like she's one of these people who always has a plan in their back pocket. Like any setback is like an inconvenience they can work around. So she's saying she's telling the truth, but she's definitely scheming and planning to do something else.
How about
No.
you? How about you tell Philip that yourself? We kind of have other stuff to do, and I don't mean to be rude, but it would be kind of shitty of us to talk, for you.
I'm starting to think this is one variable we can't leave unturned here.
Yeah,
We can't leave this to random chance.
I think we should lock her up or deal with her right now. He's in cahoots with Strahd in some manner. We can't take any chances at this point. And we can't afford our plans to get back to Strahd.
I'm going to...
Oh, really? And on what grounds are you going to lock me up?
Rumours enough. You're working with Strahd, we're working against Strahd.
If any chance those rumors are true, then the whole future of not just this town, but there are also people outside of this even land that are in danger. We can't allow you to compromise that.
Worst comes to worst, you're just detained until Strahd is dealt with. Best case scenario, we don't have someone working against us. You're not giving us any proof that you aren't working against us.
And I mean, you're like super smart. You can probably help even if you're like locked in a room.
I see you've all been making these points. However, I really had no choice. I mean, I would hardly be one to say, given the situation, I'm hardly one to cry, beg, or grovel. And I would like, let's see, I would like Ward, Maldrath, and John to make me wisdom saving throws.
Oh boy.
That's gonna be my best roll.
I didn't
double
do
check
it.
they got
I
that
didn't
wrong.
use it earlier. I'm going to invoke human determination and roll with advantage.
Okay. Let me just double check.
20.
Dude, we did not roll that badly.
It could have
Let's
gone
see.
a lot worse for sure.
And I found
Yeah,
my
it-
roll quickly this time.
Okay, it is wisdom. And where the heck is Okay, so let's see. Need to double check your rolls. You all, actually, Lucy says that you all feel this sort of strange wave of energy come over you, but you quickly resist it and stutter it. But by then, she's already using that time to bolt for the door and run.
Oh, this again. Well,
There we go.
If I'm closest to the door, so I'm just gonna vault it back into the others and
Should we go
Tell me,
initiative
do I
for
get-
this?
Roll initiative.
Yeah.
Roll initiative.
by the way, out of order, can I mentally ask my sword? What about this one?
You get no response.
Your sword is a jerk.
That's everything in this land. Oh my god, Ward.
I know, and I'm faster than a human as well.
Nice.
Oh,
This probably works out best for everyone involved.
Okay, so we have actually it looks like Seth and John are gonna have to roll off.
Dead even.
Okay, that's those stats. Okay, so we have Ward followed by Baldraff, followed by Jean, Seth, Keldrin, and Dem. Good thing they dashed beforehand. So, okay, so Ward, you an amazing out of Iron Will, you've overcome your magic, but you notice Lady Watcher bolt out of this door. What is your action?
Alright, 10 feet to the door.
Can she close the door behind her? Because that would probably...
It was more just burst the door and it kind of goes, shut it. Like,
Was this the door?
you
Or have I just gone into
yes,
someone's
you burst-
sleeping chamber?
No, you see the this is the sleeping chamber for some of the maids who were just putting down the sheets, and they all go as you burst through.
Being as this was like a second, is the other door in this room, is that like ajar or moved? Or is it?
Yeah, it's here,
Yeah. So...
and it's just gonna. You'll just see it go.
Okay, that goes
so-
through there. That's another
Okay.
10 feet, right?
Yes, it is.
And then same question, because I would be directly behind her. Are any of these doors still closing, moving? Or...
This one and
what if she freaking pushed a door and then went through another door? That would be a real smart move. Yeah, I'll go through the middle one.
Okay, you step through the middle door.
I got 10 feet left as well. So I'm...
And you might just make it.
Yeah, I'm going to go over to her and I'm going to spear her to the ground.
Okay, so as you burst through what is the storage room, you you go past and you make the attack on her. As you see her desperately trying to pull the door open, you can roll your attack.
Oh, please let her go right through the door, like being speared. Like that'd be amazing.
Wardberg. Ward.
Yeah, that's pretty much a hit. Roll your damage.
No damage, just just
Grapple.
grapple, yeah.
Oh, okay. In that case, make me a strength check as you leap into.
Strength off with a barbarian. This'll be great for her.
Okay, you just. She is viciously struggling and kicking. Goes, look, come on, me, you brute! You are. But so far, you imagine hold on, and he also starts screaming, "For God's sake, will you help?" And with that, Maldraff, you're up.
I'm gonna follow them, so I'm assuming it's just a.
Yep, it's
Also,
just up here.
Also, Seth definitely goes before me because he has advantage on initiative, and he got a 20.
Yeah, no, you both had 20. That was why I asked you to roll off.
No, that was my wisdom save. I'm on a 14.
Oh, okay. Sorry, misread that. Okay, so say anything. Maldraff, you use up your move to get into the storage room, and you see Ward has managed to wrestle Fiona to the ground. And with that, John, you're up.
No, it's Seth.
Oh, Seth, sorry, you're up.
I guess follow where everybody else went for the moment.
Okay, use as much of your movement as you can. So
Yeah, it gets me about
Yeah.
there.
I mean,
okay,
we are
so
going to
you
need guards on the outside just in case.
30 foot should get people into the doorway of this room, but not into the room.
Yeah. Yeah, you managed to get into the servants' quarters. The furnishings in this room are bereft of imagination. 4 simple beds with equally astute wooden chests. And now, John, you're up.
Okay. I'll go through here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, which door did...
They
5,
should still
6.
be open, the doors.
Okay. Jonah, real quick, which door did Ward go through? Because I'm just going to dash to get in there. Okay. I dash to get in here. And I'll actually hold fast at the door in case guards come.
Push to talk.
I'm pressing the wrong button, that's why. With that,
Yeah.
Keldrin, you're up.
Everybody just left me here. I guess I'll... With my dwarf legs. Whoops.
Oops.
I can get to here.
Okay. So you all run onto the direction, and it now comes round to their turn. Lady Vulture is still struggling and goes, curse you! Curse you! And let me see what she can do here.
You up?
She once again yells at the top of her voice, grovel! And I need all 3 of you to make wisdom saving throws for me.
Does
Did she not,
command
like,
use
pin to the
somatic?
ground?
What was that?
Does command use somatic? Because then she can't use it.
Yes. Oh, when she's grappled?
Yeah.
Let
Her
me
hands
just,
aren't pinned, though, are they? You didn't mention that specifically.
Well, I'd imagine
Pin
if...
her to the floor.
Well, that's how you pin someone. You'd pin their hands down so they can't, like, gouge your eyes and stuff, wouldn't you?
It
Yeah.
depends if he's doing the bear hug or not.
Well,
Okay. How about concentration check? That's how it works in Pathfinder. If you're like grappled or pinned or something.
Okay, yes. No,
So that
we'll do
might
that as a
work?
good compromise, yeah.
Yeah, and I have in fact just checked it is only a verbal spell.
Oh, all right then. Never mind.
Okay. Yeah, so. And
That was
as
a
we
natural 1.
Okay. We both. It's kind of unfortunate because Ward's the one we need to roll.
Yeah.
Maldrap, do you make me a roll as well?
wisdom, yeah.
Yes.
Oh!
And I'm gonna have to roll for Ward. Apologies, MVL.
His bonus is +2.
Okay. I've also got his character. Let's see.
Oh!
So in a moment of frustration for her, both, as soon as he said that, you hear the wave of manticle much stronger than before, and both Jean and Mandrav, you instantly, your bodies kind of instantly lose their control, and you are in game mechanics, you are brought prone as you instantly get down on your knees and sort of start placing your hands down like you are literally groveling on the floor. Unfortunately, the most intended, most ideal target would be Ward, who is still gripping on, fueled by adrenaline and rage at the moment. And it's meanwhile, there is just some other stuff going on, which I will. I just need to move some stuff around. In fact, I'll see you what. Yeah, since you're close, Seth, make me a perception check with disadvantage.
Sorry, was that disadvantage?
Disadvantage, yeah.
So basically, Ward, we all failed our wisdom saves except you.
I made my wisdom save.
I rolled it for
Jordan.
you just to save time, but thankfully you roll a 19, which is above the AC.
Oh wow, yeah,
So,
even with my +2.
Currently, Jean and Maldrath are under the effect of a command spell and are groveling on the floor, but you, the one person she wanted to grovel because it would get you off her, are still unaffected.
Iron Will. Or Stupidity. Pick one.
One of the two. And I also, despite all the chaos, you can suddenly hear that there is some kind of movement on the other side of the wall. You're not 100% sure what it is, though. And,
Sorry, which wall?
on the other side of this wall here.
Right, I'll point it out to Keldrin since she's the only one nearby.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, and there's one last thing. As you're still struggling away, Ward, suddenly suddenly you feel a sting coming around from behind you as something digs into your shoulder, and you and you start letting out a cry, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Taliesin Chaffee.
Yeah, you outrolled it, so you take 5 piercing damage and 3 poison damage as you feel this sting burn into your neck. And the others, it's a little difficult because you're still You look over your shoulder and see on top of the barrels a small imp has suddenly become visible. And it's just growling, "Let go! Let go!"
Oh, you little bugger!
That seems appropriate.
With that, we go back to the top of the round, and Ward, you're up. You're still grappling with Lady Vulture.
Yeah. Well, bonus action would like to rage. So
Okay, you do so.
he's gonna
Noting this, Jean is going to look aside and just well, actually more like look up because Jean is pissed now and say and just say clock her one and we'll deal with whatever else we have to.
Well, that's all I needed to hear. Would like to go for non-lethal, but
I've got the
Okay.
feeling she's probably got the hit points to take whatever you're gonna throw at her.
yeah.
Go ahead and make your attack.
Which you do with advantage because you're grappling her.
Is that a thing?
I think so.
It
Wait,
might be
is it?
difficult to get a weapon out if you're grappling.
Yeah, I'm
That's
just
the
gonna
other
headbutt. That's what I'm doing.
thing. Okay, yeah, then we'll say that is an unarmed strike then. So,
Oh,
Poop.
and amazingly that missed it. You go for the headbutt, and she defiantly ducks out the side, so you end up hitting the floor.
Yeah, you can
But-
you could expend your extra attack on that because out of character, I'm going to fly swat that imp first chance I get.
Well, I still get 2 attacks, right?
Yeah, your
Yes.
extra attack.
So
So go for a second headbutt. Okay. And
Was that a natural 1? I didn't see it, but was
that's
it
really
2?
No, that
weird.
was
How
Yeah,
would you
that-
end up
that
with
was
a
a
-6?
Oh, I know
It's-
what I did. I did 1d2 instead of 1d20.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
I've never seen anyone roll a -6 before.
That's excellent
Oh.
stuff right there. Yeah, that
Um,
hits. Go ahead and roll the
For
damage.
anyone wondering,
Does
any
you-
any class gets proficiency with your unarmed strikes.
Okay.
Yeah. What would damage even be? I don't actually know. Like, Is it like...
It's 1
Yeah.
plus your strength mod plus your rage mod.
not actually that bad. So that would be 8 damage.
Okay, so you lift your head up off the floor and smack it straight in the head, but you're actually surprised that she's not actually reeling as much as you would expect. It's kind of like hitting a wall. Like, she grits her teeth, but she's not that fussed about taking a headbutt.
That's fine, I was just trying to diminish her intelligence.
Okay.
That's me.
Okay, that's you. So, with that, Maldraff, you're up. You're prone, so it would take half your movement.
That's fine. I'm not going to be moving much, so I'll stand up and I'll cast Hold Person.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Alright, so that's a wisdom saving throw, correct?
Yeah, I'm just seeing if it's worth casting at a higher level.
Well, it doesn't matter. She failed.
Yeah. With everything that's going on, the headbutting and the being grappled, you managed to cast on magic, and you can see odds that in your arms you feel how instantly stiff. The whole magic takes its effect.
I paralyzed her with my headbutt.
No, Fiona. That's
You
enough
can
of
just
that.
hear her make a in her frozen annoyance. Okay, so
Would
is that-
I
is
be
that
able
that?
to like gag her just in case this gets interrupted at all?
I think that would take an action.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
you're casting
in
time with
fairness,
an action.
hold person. She can't actually speak with hold person anyway. She's completely frozen. So
Yeah, I'm just worried about this
Uh,
MP boy interrupts me.
yeah, the other thing you would be able to do would be summon your spiritual weapon as a bonus action. That's the one thing you can do.
Yeah, if you wanted, you could summon your spiritual weapon, and then the two of us could just swat this imp into the wall.
Yeah, that's spiritual weapon, that motherfucker.
Okay, as I get the token, the spiritual weapon sums out, and
Ugh.
that just hits. I'm just going to summon the token now, and roll your damage.
If this thing is as weak as I'm used to familiars being, oh no, 3 won't do it.
Right, so,
It's
yeah.
plus your whiz mod though, so that's 7.
I don't know why that's not macroed in. It should be. Well, 7's still good.
That's fair. All right, so you summon the scythe. I'm used to the sword, but it is basically a scythe. As the weapon comes in and it spins and slashes the imp tries to dodge, but it still gets nicked to the left. It goes, really pissed and annoyed. And so we now go into the next person.
Gonna move a bit first, see where I go.
I'm gonna
Okay.
I'm actually gonna call out because I assume Seth and Keldrin are on the other side of the door, and just say, I think we got her.
Okay. Seth, something that you heard, it's up to you, but you heard the voices on the other side of this door. Everyone else is on the other side of that door.
Yeah, I might check what's behind this door before I go on.
Okay.
Yeah, Kelvin squeezes towards the wall so you can crack the door and look through.
I'll open the door and see what is in there.
Okay, you open, and I'm just going to drag it down so you can see, but you see a man who, they look a bit fancy in the token, but a man wearing a hood running up the stairs looking a bit panicked and confused, especially when you suddenly step in front of their path.
Hello.
Die!
Okay.
That
Saves
word-
asking the friend or foe question.
That word is banned in this house. You never say hello.
Just getting like a whole like Obi-Wan Kenobi thing, like, hello there. This guy's just like gone all completely off the rails.
Guess I'll try and put a couple arrows in him.
Okay.
What can you do?
No, I mean, you barge your way into someone's home uninvited, and this is the welcome you get. Bloody hell.
Yeah, that's a definite hit.
Hospitality here is just awful.
And in fact, that is a very powerful hit, as he barely gets a chance to scream, "Die!" where you just... And because it's such a close quarters room, like the bow literally starts this far away from his face and then just goes and just pins him against the wall. It is...
Oh God!
Wasn't
Like, die! Ugh, rude.
Yeah, pretty much.
What?
Man, he saw the future.
He does now. Oh my God! What is with these last 2 sessions in bow humor?
Okay. With that, you have 1 attack left, and you can hear some more noises coming. So, what would you...
If I can hear more noises coming, then I'll stay here.
Okay. So, you stand and poise, ready for anything else that comes your way. And with that, we come round to Jean.
Oh my God! Okay, Sven has been hit with Tasha's hideous laughter, but I'm going to take half of my movement to get up. I'm pissed now, and Ward is technically on the other side of me, correct?
Yes.
I should be in the creature space as I'm grappling.
Oh,
I think, yeah.
over here.
Well,
right, yes.
Yeah. Well, in any case, fuck you, Impling. 18.
That is a definite hit. The imp is already snarling and hissing that both of those hit. Roll your damage. The imp is already like snarling and hissing at everything that's going on.
26 points of damage.
And that is pretty much it. The imp is already hissing and growling, and then the first strike comes in, and it shrieks as the silver touches its skin and starts to burn against it, and you just pretty much slice it in half pretty quickly. But actually, you know what? You make the first slice against it, which goes, and then you just pretty much kebab it on the end of your sword.
I'm gonna shake it off. I'm gonna shake it off and
No, you two copyright.
Ward, you sense a long string of curse words halfway through, like 75% in French, but you also hear the Elven. In which you specifically would pick out some select words, namely haughty, bitch, grovel, I hate you. And noting that the good lady is dealt with for now, I'm gonna back into this room. I imagine I've heard the commotion out here, correct?
Make me a perception check with disadvantage, just because a lot of other stuff has been going on. Namely, a screaming imp.
And the guard didn't get to scream.
13.
I would say in this case you didn't really hear much. You just, I'll just say you think it's a bit strange that Seth hasn't arrived yet.
Yeah, I'll call out, gathering myself in my rage. Seth, Keldrin, everything fine?
I got a dead guy over here.
Of course you do. On my way.
He was dead when I found him, honestly.
It's just like that when I got here.
He's
Actually,
dead, Jim!
You know what?
And-
For the fun of
and-
it, make me one more perception check. Just a straight one this time.
12.
You must see, you hit this up, I'll be like, oh,
Fair enough. In that case, I'll just sign back into this room and just sort of take up stance here.
okay.
Just basically blocking the hallway.
Alrighty. And with that, Keldrin, you're up.
Was the door left open from Seth barging through?
You saw Seth go through this door. It's not. None of these doors are locked. They're just regular doors at this point.
Yeah, but is it still ajar? Like, could I see what's happening in the other room, or did it close again behind him?
No, it's there. You can see that there's a hallway and John standing in front of it, but you last you vaguely saw was him going into this room. You can't actually see what's going on.
Okay, cool. So I'm just gonna turn to the maze and be like, "Hello, I'm sorry, your employer really sucks. I'm just gonna go now, and I'm gonna go and just have a look. Oh, hallway. Woo! Hi, John. What's happening? He's gone. Great. I'm just gonna hang out here. I'm gonna hang out here, and I'm gonna I'm gonna produce flame and just ready an attack if anything turns up in this hallway that wants to attack us.
Okay. Good.
Is that cool?
Okay. Alright, so with that, it comes round to them. First off, this guy steps up and, hang on, let me just give it to the dead. You see another cultish, another cult member push the door slightly open and then see the body of his front end and then turns back to the others and goes, "Fall back! We'll have more space there! I'll slow him down." And he is going to... And if I can just get these sheets up.
Which door is he opening? It's so difficult if all you can see is your own single tiny little room.
Well, the thing is, he's in another small tiny little room.
Okay, so it's not one of the 4 doors around me. Good to know.
By the way, Ward
Yes.
isn't running around the map. He just wants to be able to see everything. For
Yeah,
the...
I got it. I know. The wonders of streaming, folks. And the wonders of dynamic.
and premiering as well.
Yes.
That's never gonna catch on.
Yeah, here we go. He makes 2 dagger attacks, one of which, I'm gonna say the first one I'm gonna say he tries to hit it on you, but you pretty much managed to knock the dagger out of his hand because you just you kind of managed to use your bow almost like a quarterstaff and just kind of slam his hand against the wall, forcing him to and drop the dagger, and then desperately pick up the dagger of his fallen comrade and try to hit you with 15.
I've got 16.
Okay, so so he tries to do another thrust, but you very easily sidestep that. So that attack came to nothing, and
At least you're
meanwhile,
more
Lady
talkative than the last guy.
And meanwhile, Lady Butcher, I'm just gonna see. Yeah, she's gonna try and make one more wisdom saving throw to get out of the.
Ooh.
Let's see, 15. What's your spell?
I
I
think-
think DC is 15.
Oh, so at the end of her turn, she manages to, as seeing her get at her full age, she goes and manages to break out. It doesn't look at you. Goes, "You have made great mistakes."
Luckily, that's all she can do after breaking a hold person spell.
Indeed. So with that, we come back to the top of the round. Ward, you're up.
She's still restrained.
Oh yes, because she's still in the grapple.
Gonna keep at it like I'm chipping away at a stone, except with my
You
head.
can further it into a restraint, can't you? So that she's completely restrained.
I have no idea. Grappling is always annoying.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can.
she's currently grappled, so if you do another check, she'll then be restrained.
I
In
need.
which case,
Yeah, you
she
can,
can't do much.
I need to attack to maintain the rage. If something comes out of nowhere and attacks me, I'd like to
Yeah.
have damage reduction. So, gonna headbutt again.
Okay.
Oh,
That time it's a natural one.
It's a nat 1, and I'm gonna say, in response, she, you do a headbutt. In response, she avoids the side and actually bites down on your neck, which is not enough to actually do any damage, but it does get you a thud as you kind of just sort of instinctively fall back and fumble your neck, which causes her to get out of the restraint.
Arrgh! I'm gonna bite her in the neck.
Okay, make an attack roll. That's a hit.
That'll be 8 points of damage.
Okay, so this time it's you make a bite into her neck, and this time it seems that whatever. It's really strange, but this time her body doesn't feel quite as hard as it did a moment ago, and she actually goes as you said, literally bite down into her neck.
Yeah, that's how it feels.
Okay, and with that, Maldraff, you're up.
You know, I feel like the one Gimli line right here. I believe that concludes negotiation.
right. You don't get advantages on spells, do you? If you're flanking.
No, you don't.
If it's a
Well-
melee attack spell, then yes.
I shall flank anyway, just for Ward's benefit.
Okay.
And then I shall cast this little beauty because I've not done it yet. Oh, fuck's sake, it doesn't work. Anyway, that's going to be a blight.
Oh Jesus!
Wait, what? It's still loaded on my end. What has he done?
he's blighting her.
Oh, right. Okay, so that's Constitution save.
I have a feeling she's not good at those. I say
17.
that.
Son of a bitch.
Okay, so is that half damage or?
Half damage.
Okay, so roll your damage as you place a hand and doing something very similar to what you saw, or at least heard about Strahd doing. You focus on the dark energy and slowly focus on draining the life, and you see some mist coming off her as part of a liquid started evaporating.
How'd you bring
but
up
she,
the old school dice roller?
you will see, if you look at the pane on the side, you will see the.
It's on the left hand side, or you could do / roll 8d8.
I found it.
But yeah, as that's going on, she senses what's going on and just sort of tenses up and goes, no. Let's see,
That's 12, but still.
I really wish she hadn't saved that.
she grunts and she is now looking heavily battered to the ground and goes, you'll regret this. I swear you'll regret this. And you still have your spiritual weapon. Would you like to make an attack? And just to make that point even further, as you try to come in for the spiritual attack, she manages to catch it with her hands and then push it back slightly. I mean, she's looking ragged. She's looking ragged and incredibly weak, but you can tell in her eyes that she's really angry. And with that, we come round to Seth.
At the start of your turn, you're going to hear me say, "You two, do you think you can handle these?"
I don't know how many are down here. I think I might have come across a coven. But they can only
Okay.
come up one at a time.
and whenever you're coming up one at a time against Seth, that's a death wish.
Well, they did actually say head downstairs. I'll wait for.
Yeah, I'll take this guy out.
Okay.
Kill him. I'm not buying him dinner.
Fair enough. That is a definite hit. Roll your damage. Okay, so you do a very strong hit. It hits him right in the shoulder, and he's bleeding. But he's still managing to stay strong on his feet. He's made of sterner stuff than the last couple.
Oh, looks like I'm gonna have to give him a second arrow.
Such a thoughtful gift.
Seth's just a very giving person.
Jesus
Okay, that's
Oh my
definitely
goodness.
all the damage.
Oh my god!
That is just enough. You he's grunts the shoulder, and you once again take it up the bow, focus, and shoot him straight in the head. He slumps next to his brother in pretty much the same fashion, but you hear the sounds of the others running.
Is the trapdoor open? Or is it just stairs?
It's just stairs in this direction.
I'll have a peek around the corner. Down the stairs if I can see anything, or is it literally just a complete stairwell?
Okay, I'll move into the location. You can see that a series of stairs are leading straight down, and this guy is just. You see that they lead down to a basement that looks pretty dark, but that's about all you can see.
I'll attempt to call down to them. If you come
Go
up
ahead.
now unarmed, you shall live. Otherwise, you'll face the same fate as your friends.
Okay, make me an intimidation check with disadvantage.
Oh!
You get silence, and also, just because we were caught up in the battle, I should explain what you saw. Oh, Seth, it's from appearances, it looks like it just looks like part of the wall, but you actually saw the monks come up and push it through. So it didn't occur to you until just now, but that was probably a secret door, and these stairs they appear to lead down to the dock like this. So you just uncovered something that Madam Watcher probably didn't want you finding out about.
I'm gonna take a step back and then I'll call to the others and tell them there's a secret passage down this way.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a set of stairs down here that is would have been well hidden if they'd not sprung it in front of me.
Okay, that information's been passed on at least to Jean and Keldrin. Speaking of which, Keldrin, you're up.
Actually, it's me.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Jean. Yeah.
Okay, so before I do anything, I'm just going to call back. What are we dealing with?
There's been at least 2. There could be a lot more. They told their rest to hold back.
So clearly she was hiding some sort of force. Okay, got it. I'm gonna go back in this room now. Can I duck under the spiritual weapon?
It doesn't take up a space.
Yeah, in that case I will.
Okay.
I'm just gonna duck in. Before I wanted to bring her into the new Burgomaster to make a public example of her, but now I'm just gonna make an example of her here. Longsword.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack.
I'd like to think that after that blight, she's been all palpitined.
Yeah, you come in, and manage to hit her. She's already weakened, already weakened, panting, so she's just managed to throw the spiritual weapon aside, and then a few seconds later, you burst in, and you go, what? But not, she doesn't have the energy to avoid your attack. Roll the damage.
I'm gonna expend both. I'm tired of this woman. Second one, not so great.
Damage.
Oh, they both hit.
Yes. Roll your damage.
Wizards are squishy, yo.
23.
Oh,
Yeah, the first one was definitely enough to kill her. You she goes, "What?" As you just charge and essentially run her through the sword and ping her against the door. So she.
I'm go.
She just sorry, before you can say anything, she just as for the last breath, she just sort of spits blood at you and goes, "You ruined everything."
In hearing that, I'll say, wouldn't be the first time. You two, get to the other room. We have more of them.
You bit me! Oh.
And you bit her back, so you're even.
Also, just on a slight anecdote, the reason I was telling you to roll your damage was because after the whole improbability thing, she was on 2 hit points. It wasn't.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, in that case, I definitely wouldn't have made the second attack.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to.
And now that she's gone, I'm going to take my 15 feet of movement back into this room.
Okay.
Ooh, hello again.
Yeah, you see that John comes back in. The sword is now dripping in blood.
I'm just going to say, negotiations failed.
Can I hear that from this room?
You hear it just as the door was closing behind him.
I just pull after him. It's like, negotiations were successful. Don't listen to him.
Fucking doors, my goodness.
And that's my turn.
Okay, so with that, Keldrin, now you're
Can I spend my movement just opening all the doors in this fucking room?
Okay, sure. You step forward.
I make sure that all the doors are open.
We should buy wedges for doors in the town shop and just get like 20 of them.
This door, you step inside, you find both Seth and the bodies of 2 dead cultists pinned against a wall of arrows, and a secret door that's slightly ajar, which leads down.
I'm gonna go back. I'm not gonna go to there, so I'm just gonna see the secret door, and I'm gonna go back into my little corner here, and through the open door that I opened here, I'm gonna stick my head back into the other room to the maids, and I'm like, "Did you know your mistress had a cult?" And that's it.
What?
That's my turn.
They all just go. What? They just all go wide out and go. What?
There's a secret door, and there's like armored guys. Did you guys know about this?
What?
You should probably run. And I go back into the room.
Okay. And with that, it comes round to their turn as the maids take your advice and start fleeing from the building. And I should mention, got to cross out Lady Volta, but she's definitely dead. And with that, no combatant. There appears to be a silence. Then whoever was, you get a pause, and then in response to your threat from earlier, you hear a voice yell, "Come down if you dare, and face your punishment."
They make a persuasive argument. We should come down there and mete out some punishment.
Ward, what's your AC?
I think it's 16. 16.
Oh, okay. Then I.
You're hiding behind Ward. Okay, so.
Yep.
Can I quickly loot what's her face, Lady Watcher, for any trinkets and
Are we
wonders?
out of turn order right now?
Yeah, we're out of turn order now.
Alright. The last thing I heard was John telling us to get into the other room.
Okay.
Yeah,
and... Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, you finish. I was going to go off and say something else.
Okay. Just quickly double checking. So far, the only item you find on Lady Vulture herself is a bag with some of her spell components, what appears to be a mace that she never got to use. She was managing to hide it on a person behind the dress, but Ward tackled her before she could pull it out.
Is it a regular mace, or is it something funky?
No, it's just a regular mace,
Ah,
unfortunately.
poop. All right.
Another weapon for the town guard.
Yeah.
As I'm gonna
Dying wish was
explain,
for it to help Vallaki. I heard.
I'm gonna step into the room with Seth and hearing something about punishment. I'm gonna call down and say, "Your mistress is dead. Come up unarmed, and we may be inclined to mercy."
I mean, honestly, will we? Because, honestly, will we?
I tried that. They didn't listen.
You hear from below. We have the power of this land on our side. You may have brutally murdered our mistress, and
She
that
bit
is a
me.
great sorrow. But thanks to her, we now know untapped secrets. We know how to revive the dead. If you think you can take on that kind of power, then come down and face us.
Right, out of character, we need to fuck these guys up.
Insight
Yeah.
check.
Whilst that's going on, what's in these
15.
boxes?
You open them up. Unfortunately, they just appear to be regular rations, and I don't know. Let me just double check to make sure I got this right.
Nothing of high proof or
Yeah, storage room.
alcoholic content.
Actually, 2 of the barrels are empty, but two of the barrels are empty. 3 of them have drinking water, but 2 of them actually, you recognize the name Wizard of the Vines on it, the same same winery you helped out, and it appears to be a very rich smelling wine.
I was just.
And you also
thinking
notice written
about,
on the bag. Sorry, it's also written on the bag, Red Dragon Crush.
That's the good stuff.
I was just trying to think of perhaps maybe Strahd burnt this place down, and we tried to help, but there was nothing we could do.
I don't think that's going to work. Everywhere we go, it goes on fire at some point.
We literally have a secret door with probably some hideous cult sanctum downstairs.
Yeah, I would say that's
going to
be
them to that.
It's going to be enough.
I will say though that keeping this place in one piece may be good for the town, because the burgomaster can just seize this place as asset.
Also, question. What does this cultist dude look like? Like, actually, do they have any distinguishing markings? Is there like a something special on the helmet, or a uniform, or a signet, a sigil?
To be honest, it looks like that they're just wearing very cheap robed hoods. Like, it's like
the universal cult uniform. I get it. Yeah.
Well,
I am not affiliated with those people.
It's more like, the best way I can describe it, it's cult on a budget. As in, they don't, like, the hooded robes, they're not even that fancy or lined or anything like that. It just looks like something someone got in a hurry and think, yeah, this will do.
Okay, do they have any, like, amulets or holy, like, did they make a cork necklace and carve the cork into something on a budget?
Is there a Strahd fan club membership?
Yeah.
On their person?
Anything identifying that would give us a hint as to their common ground on these 2 corpses? Because one of them was the leader. He might have something.
You open them up, and you open up the robes, and you see that they appear to be in more nobleman-style clothing underneath there. I saw that. I was referring to the robes, thank you, people. But yeah, you look at them, they seem to be like noblemen's clothing. They're definitely a lot more fancier than the stuff you see in you see it on the regular townspeople of Vallaki.
But no signet of anything. Okay, cool. I tried.
Unfortunately not.
I gotta say,
Okay, so
we're giving them time to prepare if they are preparing.
before I do anything, I rolled a 15 on insight on the voice I heard. Is there a hint of fear?
Okay. There is. You get the sense that these people are incredibly deluded. They fully believe in what they're saying. It's that only the story that's been fed to them. You don't know what is actually true, but as far as they're concerned, they've got the power to destroy you.
Cool.
Fair
Let's
enough.
just send Warden.
I'm actually going to say to
The
Ward
mirror
and
of their ways.
I'm just gonna say to Ward and Seth, since they're nearest and also high damage. Well, shall we test them on their theory?
If these two are anything to go by, I don't think we've got much to worry about.
I mean, if there's any chance they're a threat, we need to take them down. Can't leave loose ends.
And if not, we may be able to turn them into our friends in the city hall to make a public example of them.
I think these are
think
irredeemable.
so. Yeah.
I would agree, but it may be handy to make a public statement of them.
Also, if they know how to raise the dead and that kind of weird stuff, the necromancy things, we should probably. I don't think this is a good place for people to run around having that knowledge.
All right. Well,
In it.
I'm really big. I'll go in. They'll kill me. You guys get them.
I'll say.
Vastly overstating.
I'll add to that and say, ideally the last thing won't happen, but I'll go in after you, Ward.
You
Okay.
mean the first thing, right? The first thing won't happen.
Yeah, that was the first thing.
Okay. And so, with that plan in mind, you crawl down the staircase.
I'll go with last.
Fair enough.
I'll go third then.
In fact, actually, as you go in last, Keldrin, Lily bursts in and goes, "Okay, what did I miss? Hysterical maids surrounded me all this time. What the heck?"
We found a cult. We
Of course
found
we
a cult.
did. Lead the way.
That's pretty much-
I'll add. The lady of the house is dead.
Of course she is.
She talked to us and then she threw magic at us.
You bit me.
They were actually being diplomatic.
Am I a werewolf now?
No,
Doesn't
not
work that
unless she
way.
was a werewolf. But I
Was she a werewolf?
my boyfriend. Let's just go.
Long story short, I'm going in second after Ward.
Okay, so yeah, as you slowly walk down the staircase, and you see the torches lining the top of the staircase, but then they start dimming as you go down, and you descend into the darkness below.
Is
Not
this
sure what you'll find down there.
Does this go into
No,
three
it's-
doors?
No. If I could. Where are you, Ward? Everyone's moving around. It's the staircase over here. It's this staircase here. As you stand down the darkness, unsure of what you'll find. And it's there we're going to take a quick break.
Okay, guys. Stick with us as we go down this dark staircase. This staircase, not the other staircase. But we're going to find out what's down here and what terrible things these cultists have awaiting us after a quick break. Enjoy the break screen, and we will be right back.
We'll see you soon.
And we are back, everybody. Going down this dark staircase to some dark depths, no doubt, where some dark doings
Indeed.
are being done on this very dark day, where things are about to get darker.
And done.
I see what you did.
In the darkness.
Thank you. I see what you did there. Right. First off, I am just going to do up the music. God, there's so many tracks in here. Here we go. This will do.
Okay, so before we go through the door, I would like to just sort of clasp the ancient Pelor symbol and just say, let's see if this works. And I will use my divine sense to detect undead beyond the.
Okay. As you head down the stairs, remind me, what's the range of it?
60 feet.
Okay. You do suddenly feel a cloud of undead, like it's you feel larger clouds, but there is definitely undead at the bottom of the steps.
Okay, in that case, I will say to both Ward and Maldrath, and they can just sort of conga line it back up the stairs. I'll say, we have dead things on the other side of this. Best go in weapons ready.
Yeah, there'll be dead things when we're done with them. So most certainly, yeah.
I meant.
Alive, dead
Never
thing.
mind.
Vile wretches.
Okay. And
Knew that would piss Maldrath off. Good. We need angry.
okay, I am just going to bring you to the right. As the description, here we go. Flickering candles and iron holders light this room with lighted shadows. The room has a 10-foot high ceiling and a black pentagram inscribed on a stone floor. At each point, oh no, wait, that's the wrong one. This large root cellar has a dirt floor. 2 ascending flights of stone stairs enclosed by wooden railings stand across from one another. Tracks of the earth lead from one staircase to another, and other trails go from the stairs to the bare west wall. You also see some makeshift beds to the south, but the thing that's more concerning to you right now is the army of skeletons that are standing there, poised and ready as they all start some raise their blades, some raise their crossbows. Over. And with that, I need you guys to roll initiative.
Skeleton fight! I love these!
Can you move us to the room?
I thought I had done.
15!
Can you see?
Oh, if you've doubled the
No.
tokens up, you might have to shift click for me. So that
Okay.
Okay.
There we go. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I thought I'd be doing that. Sorry about that. Okay.
Whew, that is a lot of skeletons. Okay. By the way, do I get any sense at all from my sword?
It's still being stubborn.
Okay.
Are we supposed
I
to
don't
see
mind.
the S and the R?
No, I don't know why they're there.
No worries.
Okay, so it looks like
That's a lot of skeletons.
okay. We have Keldrin at the top, followed by Jean. Actually, once again, Jean and Steph are gonna have to roll off.
Beat you by one.
So Jean, followed by Seth. Followed.
Actually,
followed
Ward.
by-
Yeah, Ward goes
Yeah, I
before
just
me.
see-
Not.
Okay, so Keldrin, Ward, Jean, Seth, then them followed by Maldrath. So, with that, at the top of the round, Keldrin, you're up.
Well, that's just peachy. Who's this dude?
He is a cultist, and he appears to have. He is currently grinning as he's watching the skeletons prepare to pelt you with crossbow bolts.
He's not doing anything specific?
No, at the moment he's just standing there, dagger ready with like an evil grin.
And I have a question. Is this staircase walled off, or is it just railings?
It is railings.
Noted.
I am just going to throw a little bit of flame at him. Just like that. Just a
Go
cantrip.
ahead.
About a cantrip's worth of flame.
That actually manages to. Let's see, where did we come out? No, not enough. You've already got some elevation, so that does hit him. You managed to lob the bit of flame over the railing, and he looks. He stops grinning the instant the flame hits him. All the time. Alright, the flame just sort of licks the top of his hood and goes.
And then I'm gonna duck behind Malbrath.
Okay. So with that, just do some calculations, and with that,
Alright. For a bonus action, I would like to get angry again. Second rage of the day, half free.
go for it.
And kinda feels gross, but can I hop the rail and drop in between those large number? Because if they are going to use crossbows, I will disrupt them by doing that.
Yep, sure. You can. And it's not that far. I want to say it's about at this stage it's like about 5-7 feet. So yeah, about 5-7 feet. So it's easy enough that you can hop over without damaging yourself.
Gonna start hacking, starting with the one directly below me.
Go for it.
Oh, mamma mia!
Ouch.
You
That's a bad attack roll, ladies and gentlemen.
you leap down. I'll say for this that you leap down and you're initially aiming to do a jump strike, but it's more that you jump and then the landing does a bit more damage to it. It felt like so you can do one more.
Oh, my ankles! Look tough. Everyone still think it's
Ow,
cool.
my ankles.
You manage to shake it off and land a hit. It just going, and then the rage kicks in and you do a slam attack, roll your damage.
I was about to say maybe jumping is your Achilles heel.
Hey.
And that isn't enough. You just take out all your anger on this one skeleton who crumbles into a pile of bones
With that in mind, seeing as they still have crossbows outright, I'm gonna take an action surge and try and reduce the number.
Okay.
One directly above me.
That
It's a natural
that
20.
is definitely a hit.
I think damage is academic.
That's all human being.
Mother of God.
I was okay.
I can re-roll 2 of those dice, but I won't.
Oh,
It's
look at
not
you!
necessary.
Your critical is about as much as Seth does regularly. Sorry.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
regardless, you take your great sword out, and you pretty much turn this skeleton into powder. You just like, and you just like completely pulverize the skeleton until there's nothing remaining of it but bone, which you should take care not to inhale.
I
Felt that in the marrow of its bones.
I would get an extra attack from the critical, but it's a bonus action to do that, and I have used the bonus action to rage, but I still have another attack on the attack action.
Okay. Yes. That is a hit. Roll your damage.
I'm going to re-roll both dice if it's not dead.
It's not dead.
Marginally
It's
better.
Hey, that's all it took.
It's been whatever a brief moment of satisfaction the cultists might have taken from seeing you land in the ice and go is quickly decimated as you, like a iron bullet in a china shop, just start smashing skeletons left and right and turn it into powder. You just clear the entire room around you.
Whirlwind of Ward.
That's it.
Okay, and with that, Jean, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna Kool-Aid Man through the railings.
Okay.
Just get up to this guy.
Sorry, there were two Jeans.
Oh my god, there are two Frenchmen!
He moved so fast it looked like there were two of them. There you
I
go.
have another
Oh,
Sephiroth
yeah.
sight as well.
Okay.
Bringing in the backup.
Okay.
I said previously we
One
should all
moment.
make Cephs. I wasn't being literal.
I'm going to do that and then unload my two attacks on the cultist, like, hi. $11 and a 23.
Who are you attacking?
The cultist.
Okay, the first one he actually manages to block as you cut them in, because he, thanks to Ward, he now seeing what you're able to do. So he's able to actually, I'll say he manages to dodge out the way as you try to do, Legend of Zelda style, do a jump attack off the radius towards him, but he wasn't expecting the follow-up. So roll your damage for the second attack.
I'll take almost max damage. Whoops, I rolled that twice.
Okay, I'll
So
take the first
14.
ones. Yeah, 14. You land a gash across the chest, and he reels, but manages to prop himself up against the wall, and he still looks.
Okay, I used my action surge today, pinning that spy, so on to you, Seth.
Okay then, Seth, you're up.
I'll work my way around the skeletons, I think. I'll go for the one at the far back from me.
Okay.
Yeah, this is still the first turn of combat, isn't it?
Yep.
Yep. I'll go with a sharpshooter.
Mm-hmm.
That is a definite hit. Roll your damage. Carbon collected as always. In fact, the amount of times you face the skeletons are getting used to this by now. You, without any hesitation, do take care, aim, knock the skeleton's head straight off its shoulders and just leaving it to crumble on the.
And then I'll go to the one just next to it.
Hey. That is a definite hit. Roll your damage.
At this rate, there's going to be nothing for Malgath to turn undead anymore.
Oh well. I'm
You
sure
know-
there'll be more skeletons.
When I thought we needed to clear their skeletons quickly, I forgot about Seth. I could have just, just let out.
Yeah, I get, and it's just very, very systematic. Like wood pulverized them into the dust, and Seth is just literally knocking the heads off like it's a shooting gallery.
Gonna get that stuffed animal.
Okay. Okay. Do you want to use a bonus action or anything, or?
No, that's me done for the turn.
Alrighty then. It then comes round to their turn. So first off, this skeleton next to you, Jean, is going to attack. At least it would if I had their sheet up.
Oh, sheet.
Oh, shit.
We went the whole first half without a pun. We gotta catch up.
The entire building suddenly collapses down upon.
Man, I gotta tell you, at this rate, with the way our turns are going, this cultist is boned.
Yep.
It's gonna have
I
some knuckle
regret that
sandwiches.
I regret to say that attack missed.
Looking, yeah, it's by far a miss.
Okay, so the skeleton's wings, but you very easily dodge out the way. But the cult fanatic decides to take this opportunity to gain flanking with it.
Ooh, a cut it.
2 attacks.
Oh, mamma mia! That's a natural 20. That was the cutting retort I deserved.
That's a spicy meatball.
Though the first, so following your attempt to block the skeleton, he takes the opportunity to rush in, landed in one. First off, landed a nick on the side. He managed to get a quick nick in your face, and then flows the dagger around and manages to stab in between the joints, causing extra pain as it hits right on the nerve. Overall, you take, let's see, that is 10 points of piercing damage. And he also, yells back, "To me, my brothers, we must finish them."
Oh boy.
Alrighty, and with that, it now comes around to Maldraf's turn. Oh no, wait, hang on. First, the 2 remaining skeletons are going to take pot shots. One of the bombers is going to take a shot at you. First attack. That's a 9, so it misses. You just very casually duck out the way of that one. And this one is going to fire on you, Ward, at the very top. I presume the 23 hit.
Let me check my AC. Yeah.
It fires, but due to your rage, you barely feel it. You take 3 points of piercing damage. I imagine that the arrow just goes into you, but you just completely no-sell it, even if it's sticking out.
Yeah, I'll undertake that hit. Undertaker that hit, I should say.
Nice. Okay, with that.
That
now,
seemed like an undertaking.
These puns are very appropriate given the setting.
Yeah, they're very grave indeed, I would say.
Can I?
Suddenly, the entire building catches fire.
You'll be feeling it in the marrow.
Am I able to vault over this rail and over the cultist?
Let's see. If you're going to land on the cultist, I'll say make an attack roll. If you're trying to land over him, I will say make an athletics check.
I will land on him with a spear.
Okay, make an attack roll.
You're Goomba-ing a cultist.
Dude, it's like DuckTales.
That is a hit.
With the stick, he's just coming down on him.
Okay, that is a hit. So roll your damage, and I'll say, add an extra D4 to D6 to it due to.
Oh my god, it's a D6 of Goomba damage.
And yeah, he was as he to me, Look at my brothers! He then looks up, and all he has time is to see a massive dark cloak come down, and you slam the spear straight through his head on top of him, and land right on top. Land on top of him, almost superhero landing style, with your spear, and underneath this crumpled, bloody mess. And as he dies, you feel a strange surge of energy. You sort of warm sense coming from the spear. You're not 100% sure what it is, but you get it does invigorate you. You gain 2 temporary hit points.
I think it was 2d6 temporary hit points.
Yeah, 2d6. Sorry,
Yeah.
I thought that little does part. So
6
roll that.
HP. Hooray!
Yeah, you gain 6 extra hit points now from as the spear absorbs whatever life energy was in the cultist as he was squished under your jump.
I'm gonna raise myself up to my full height and flourish the spear and just in just an epic pose, ready for the next wave of skeletons.
Okay, we go back to the top of the round. So, kill.
I'm gonna. Oh, I can see skeletons. Okay. I'm gonna just toss a cantrip at them again, because they don't seem like too terrible. Gonna waste any effort on these guys. 12.
Unfortunately, that's a miss, as you manage to you try to throw the flame at one of the skeletons, but then it's almost kind of in a janky impersonation of stuck in it. It just goes, and it manages to dodge.
Yeah, that seems legit. I'm gonna duck behind Seth.
Okay. Alright, with that, Ward, you're up.
Alright, okay. Gonna move up into the space of the dead creature and attack the one directly ahead of me.
Okay. That is a hit. Go ahead and roll that. That, your blade...
I can re-roll that one.
Okay, go ahead.
There
You
go.
just mash through it completely. It turns into a pile of bones on the floor.
And then on to the next one.
Okay, that is a very definite hit. Roll it.
Mother of
That's
God.
more like it.
Again, you just pulverize him. Just one slam, clean straight through it, and then another slam for good measure. It just turns into a...
Alright, gonna move to the head of the steps.
Okay.
Just in case.
Alright.
That's it.
Those stairs going up or down, sorry.
They're going up.
Oh.
And with that, Jean, you're up.
Okay, because I suspect this fight is not as over as it looks, I am going to second win.
Sorry, what are you doing?
Bonus
Second
action,
wind.
second wind.
Oh, second win, okay.
That gets me almost all of my HP back.
Okay. You decide to... You're using this moment to take a breathe and ready yourself for the next attack, wherever it may come.
Yeah, I suspect we're going to have a short rest between now and next combat, which will get me that back. I'm gonna circle around here.
I don't think we'll be taking a short rest.
We are under a time crunch. There's no short resting, unless we absolutely have to.
Well, the thing is, it's an hour to our next few destinations, is all I'm saying, so...
Yeah, you can
That's
take
if
a
we're
short
done
rest
here.
as we travel, but I think there might be one or two more
Let's
fights in this
let's
place.
just deal with it.
Yeah.
Let's just deal with it as it happens.
In any case, I'm just going to move up to this skeleton and finish it off.
I know.
2 18s.
Yeah, that is.
I think your minimum damage kills it. Yeah.
Yeah, that pretty much destroys it.
Yeah, I'll just flurry it into three separate skeletal pieces, like into thirds, with 2 flourish.
It's almost like a Mortal Kombat fatality with no blood. You lop off the head, lop off the waist, and then just let the parts just collapse. And
Excellent,
Okay.
that's me done.
Okay, with that, Seth, you're up.
Take a step forward, and then I'm gonna ready an arrow for the next enemy to come through.
Okay. And with that, it comes round to their turn. At this point,
Uh-oh.
Lily comes in werewolf form, and manages to stand beside you, and then her ears twitch and goes, Seth, to your right, as the door suddenly opens, and 2 more cult fanatics charge out.
There was a door there?
Yeah.
Must have
Okay.
been another hidden one.
Oh,
It was another
damn!
one, yeah.
I'll
And-
open fire.
All
That's-
right.
Remember to check all of the rooms after this.
I believe. Yes, that is a hit. Roll your damage. Okay, it was a it was a sudden surprise. You had Lily's warning, but you did not expect it to come out of the wall. So you do manage to hit them, but it's just like a slight nick across the shoulder. So you do a small amount of damage, but they're still willing and able to fight, and they're both going to close in on you. Also, Kitty is adorable.
It's a big kitty. Oh, hello, Floof. Floof does not want the internet to see.
What the fuck?
And Floofus also seems to have does the 20 hit? Not the nat 20, the regular.
Yes.
Okay, so that guy comes in towards you with a flurry of attacks, and one of them actually manages to get into your hood and sort of land a stab to the neck area that has you really. You take 5 points of 8 points of piercing damage overall, and then the second cultist attacks you, Maldra. He is not as successful. The as you clutch at the neck from the attack, he tries to follow up, and you very swiftly with your blade just go like block it with a sense of cold menace behind it, and he nervously backs away, but is still ready to fight. And that brings us round to Maldraf. Your turn.
So which one hit me? Right. Blood spear for him.
That's a definite hit. Roll your damage. Let me check it. Yeah, you decided to repay him in kind and land him a fierce blow on the arm, which he clutches again, but still is managing to stay up. So that is a total of 7 and 8. Yeah. Stop. Oh, I'm just doing quick math in my head. Yes, so that's 15 points of slashing piercing damage.
I think I'll take this time to bring my spiritual weapon back into play.
Okay, as he clutches, you do a flick of the hand and bring the scythe back into existence. Go ahead and make your spell attack.
Oh!
Slam
Finally.
straight into the back of his neck.
It
Roll.
delivers.
Okay, so that's he as a blade digs in, he loses. He's still somehow alive, but he is really shaken up by the attack. His blood started to pour out the back of his neck.
Plus your wisdom modifier to the damage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay.
so +4. I think that kills the man.
Not quite.
Holy crap.
These guys are beefy. But he's still alive, but just barely. Like blood is pouring out of his neck, and he's groaning as this spiritual scythe is digging into the back of his neck.
I love how the first person these cultists set up was fucking Jeremy, the new guy from accounting.
Yeah, he was still very enthusiastic about everything.
Well, that's me done.
Okay. With that, we go back to the top of the round, and Keldrin, you're up.
Guess what? I see somebody who's very hurt, and I think I can push him over the edge. So I'm just gonna lob a teeny flame, just a small.
Oh!
Yep, I know. I rolled the same thing the last time. That's cool. That's cool. Can't really do anything else, but it's fine. I'm keeping all my spells for the future.
I
That's
imagine
actually very smart.
I imagine that at the moment you're just sort of throwing blindly, not even caring if they hit someone.
Lily, I'm just like, Lily, sorry. Oh, then there's Maldras. Just kind of try not to hit Maldras.
I mean, to be fair, I think Maldrath would look really cool with the Dread Pirate Roberts effect of the cloak being on fire.
I mean...
Okay, but with that, Ward, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna get in there with those people. Which one is actually more injured? The one who is below him or the one in front of him? Alright.
Below. Looky down below. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry.
I know you're not. That is a hit roll your damage.
I imagine it's academic at this point.
That is a definite hit. As he's still reeling from the spiritual weapon digging in the back of his neck, you decide to swing upwards, coming at his neck from the other angle, and just lopping it clean off as it leaving it to roll bar.
Nice. After which I will get into flanking with Maldrath and take a swing at the other guy at -5 to hit.
But with advantage. Alright.
Okay.
Oh, that's going to be so
That
much
hits, definitely.
Yeah.
Mother of God. Also, you could probably see a cat in the background.
It's fine. Let's get us more views.
30 freaking 2!
I can
That
reroll 2 of those if
completely
he's still
decimates
alive.
him.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, he is not alive. In fact, honestly, I'll delete this now. That is one below his max HP, and Sev's already nicked him, so you're good.
Oof.
Just
Right.
come in and just, as he's still breathing, you just sidestep around and then just cleave this guy in two straight down the middle. I'll just collapse into a bloody pile on the floor.
Alright, I've still
with that,
got 20 foot of movement. Getting the critical gives me another attack as a bonus action, so I'm going to try and go in where they were and see if I can attack anybody.
okay. You saw where they were before. You charge in through the wall, which you managed to burst in. And you just see one small cultist at the back go,
Hello!
okay. He is just staring at you, terrified right now. Oh, you're using action surge again.
No, I get a bonus attack from the critical.
Oh, right, yeah, duh. In that case, yeah, that's a definite hit. Roll your damage.
Well, I can reroll that one, and I will.
He's dead.
I do not reroll the one.
Oh, it was Jeremy's brother.
No, Dave!
Yeah, he only has enough time to stand there and shiver before you just mercilessly chop him down. And with that, a silence falls above the room. And in fact, now that the adrenaline is cooled off, I can now describe this room once I
I think we got the description
the-
for this earlier.
yes, Okay. Flickering candles in iron holders light this room with lighted shadows. This room has a 10-foot high ceiling, and a large black pentagram is described on the stone floor. At each point of the pentagram rests a wooden chair. You figure that this would have been where the cultists would have been, but at the moment, it's all silent. There's nothing else.
I'd like to see Lady Fiona, if she was still alive, try and deny knowledge of this.
I'm gonna pipe up and say, rather strange book club, wouldn't you say?
Well, this is certainly a dark chapter, indeed.
Okay, can we loot this place, please?
Maldraff, this is your kind of thing, right? Weird?
Well, not exactly, but yes.
Yeah, what is this?
Make me I'll say make me either a religion check or an arcana check. It's up to you.
7 for 19.
Do have a look at this, and you look at the pentagram, and you look at it, and you start to wonder. This is some kind of demonic ritual, but you're not sure if it would actually work. Like, you're not sure if it's for any real specific purpose, or if it's just like a decorative thing.
So, currently I'm thinking of smashing, just destroying it. But I don't know if that's good or bad.
Did this fancy fella have any books or anything that might shed a little bit more light on what they were planning?
Go ahead and make me a perception check. The room seems to be pretty clear. I mean, you do see some burn marks where it looks like some rituals were performed here, but nothing specific.
I mean, they probably made the skeletons outside, so something must have worked here.
In Lady Fiona's pouch of gubbins for magic, is there anything particularly necromantic about it?
Make me an arcana check.
Oh, bloody hell.
Can I assist?
I'll say
through
with
this?
advantage because it's your field.
Oh, alright. Never mind. Oof.
Unfortunately, you're not really. You know that they were composed of spells. You don't have an encyclopedic knowledge of necromancy off the top of your head, so you don't know what these. You're not 100% sure what these spells could have.
Ward takes like a minute to second wind himself, and then he just starts smashing up the symbol.
Yeah, we should just erase like bits of it.
Yeah, I'll if it's done into a dirt floor, I'll just scrub it. I'll just scrub out parts of it with the toe of my boot.
We should leave enough that it's still recognizable.
Yeah, it's evidence
for whoever comes down.
Okay, you.
Can I? Sorry, keep going.
No, you go ahead.
I was just gonna rummage through these beds and stuff for personal belongings, tip-offs, spellbooks, anything in this big room.
Okay.
Can I have a look for any hidden doors or secret entrances or whatever?
I would include that the perception check. So no, there's no any more secret doors in this area, unfortunately. You see that you aren't able to find much. There are footprints that shows a lot of people have been coming and going. Looking through the cultists, you do see you see that there is like You do see that there's like, in fact, the newest one, you do see an invitation, but it just says Madam Fiona Watcher's book club and an appointment time. It doesn't really say anything too specific beyond that.
Okay.
She was telling the truth about the book club.
Yeah. Are there any books? Are there any books in anybody's possessions? I'm checking under the bed and under the mattresses and like
original prints of Harry Potter.
Yes.
Unfortunately, there are no items in this room specifically.
So Terry Pratchett.
I find the print edition of Homestuck under somebody's head, like pillow.
Oh my god! Well, with all that done and the circle sort of rendered unusable, I'll just pipe up and say, well, I think we've done what we can here. As much as this did not exactly go as I'd hoped.
There's steps.
Yeah, we haven't checked everywhere yet. There could be more of them. Someone we should probably not kill and find out what they were doing. Hey, wait a minute.
I'm gonna pick up some of my old arrows.
That jerk that listened in on us at the meeting. Maybe he's part of this. He might not be, but he might be. He might know what they were doing.
Possibly.
Then we should probably let the burgomaster deal with that one, right? Because we have other things to do.
Yeah, but not let him run around freely.
I don't think she would have told him. The maids. I doubt the maids were even in on.
What if the maids were witches?
They seemed pretty surprised about the whole. I think they're probably fine.
I think if they had any fight about them, then they'd have stuck around and helped defend. The fact they ran away. Yeah.
Maybe they turned into skeletons, and then they fought us in here.
Maybe.
I'm going to.
At this point, Lily pipes up and goes, "No, they all ran out the house. Screamed at me for a bit, but otherwise they just ran out of the house."
I'm going to speak up at that and say, for the rest of this place, I think we can leave it in the burgomaster's hands. If nothing else, Leo can ensure this place is safe.
I'll pick up my sending stone and I'll tell Leo what's gone on here and that we're heading on to our next target.
There's a pause, and good work. We'll beat the lot as soon as we can. Thank you.
Quickly, do the steps go anywhere, or does it lead out of the map just went?
I'll move you. These steps actually rather conveniently take you outside.
Oh,
that is convenient.
I'll move you then.
Root cellar of literal death.
There you are.
Could you shift? Oh, there you go.
I'll just move the others now. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. You're back. Yeah, you are pretty. Yeah, you all come out of this entrance here.
Okay.
So where would you like to go?
One item off the list. Next up, Vistani and Dusk Elves.
And most importantly, we did it diplomatically.
We did.
Yeah.
we did. She was the one who decided the hell with diplomacy.
Crimson Diplomacy.
That could be another team name if we had not already decided on the Silver Stakes.
Nah, Silver Stakes is... Alright, let's go.
We've already decided on merchandise. It's too far in to change our brand now.
I don't know. Maybe even during the final battle, you can release T-shirts saying, "By the way, we killed Strahd." So
we strangle him with a T-shirt.
WrestleMania joke for those who don't get it. Anyway.
I killed Strahd and all I got was this lousy T-shirt.
Seth gets this magic bow that's actually a t-shirt gun.
Okay.
Keldrin Mania, print it.
That's not gonna be very. No, well.
Okay, so
That's a lot of horses.
okay, time passes. It is currently by the time you deal out of all this and come out of the town, it is now 3:00 of the 10th day, and you're back in the Vistani camp. You see the familiar sight of all of the little barrel-like hovel homes in the base of the hill, and the Vistani are still wandering around, minding their own business.
As
What's
we're
it like?
walking there, can Keldrin just bring up like, I don't mean to, I mean, what do we do if we meet that assassin guy again in this camp?
Oh, I have no plan for anything whatsoever. Nobody asked me.
Oh,
Yeah, we
okay.
tend to go
I'm
through.
I'm going to speak up a bit and say, remember, acting against him without first bringing up this matter to the others would be incredibly unwise, even with the goodwill we have here.
I wouldn't. I was just. Just gonna shut up now. Okay, let's go.
Go,
y'all. This is my new character voice.
That's right.
Someone good at diplomacy. Get in front of me.
Yeah, I was about to say, Maldrath, would you care to captain this operation?
Of course, and refresh my memory what we after from these guys without murdering them.
Basically, out of character, turning them against Strahd and also demanding, hey, what the fuck was with that guy who tried to kill us?
Well, actually, mainly our plan is they will be offered the safety of the town walls if they help bolster the militia.
Yes.
If they help defend. Because that's why they're camped out here, because they weren't allowed within the walls. And that's our ultimatum. You get to be inside, but you also get to defend what's inside.
Okay.
As you guys approach, the Vistani here who is looking at them goes, you guys again. What can I help you for?
We actually come with a generous offer for you.
Yeah, you'll probably want to speak to the boss about that.
Lead the
Let's
way,
pick up
sir.
his Lavash! Lavash! The guys are back! At which point, you see to the corner here, Lavash is playing with his daughter, and you go, what the bloody hell do you... Oh, it's you! He then says some sweet things to his daughter and walks over and go, nice to see you guys again. I cannot thank you enough for the help you gave us last time.
It's perfectly all right. We've come to talk to you about a deal we have.
Once in a lifetime opportunity, if you will. I'm not helping, am I? Keep going, Maldrath.
He raises an eyebrow, then folds his arms and goes, okay. I'm listening.
We can offer you safety within the city walls.
He pauses. What is this about?
Perhaps you've not heard the fact that Strahd is going to decimate this entire land in 10 days. I should have started with that.
I mean, technically decimate means kill 1 in 10 people. He's just gonna kill everyone.
I thought decimate was reduce it to a decimal point, so it'd be like
one of those two, something with tens.
It is gonna be in 10 days.
It's gonna be intense.
Oh dear God!
They're in a tent.
The horses suddenly stampede and crush you all. No. In response to something, I heard. So your once-in-a-lifetime offer is to be cannon fodder, is that it?
Not at all. Basically, you will help the protect the city whilst we deal with Strahd. We just need the city to hold out long enough so that when we kill Strahd, there's somewhere to come back to, and no one's going to be like massacred.
You've
And
got to
I'll
think.
add to that and say, and if it means anything to you, we can ensure that you have a place in the city once all of this is done. As my friend here said, it's merely a matter of making sure this is finished with no further bloodshed.
Yeah, you've got to think Strahd's going to be coming for you at some point. Are you going to be running from him for the ends of time?
He sighs, just kind of goes, rubbing his hand over his head, and goes, "You saved my daughter's life. That is the only reason I have not kicked you off this hill already."
Yeah, and what kind of a world do you want your daughter to grow up in?
Do you know what kind of world she grows up in now?
Yeah, that's what we're trying to change. There's got to be a point where you've got to stand up for something and fight to make things better.
He says, "But do you want us to be fighting every day of our lives? Because that's what will happen if we move in there. Yes, the city may be saved, and yes, we'll be inside of walls, but does that change the prejudice? Why do you think we work with Strahd? I mean, we're not dumb. He's a fucking vampire. Of course that's a bad idea. But the point is, he is the only one that allows us to live and do as we please. No judging, no continuous attacks, no calling us as feet thieves and monsters. That's the only one right now. In fact, the only reason we have this place is because he wants us to keep an eye on those bloody Dusk Elves down there, even though he's practically new to them all, so they're next to useless."
Look,
I'm
the
management.
The management of that town has completely changed. The evils of the old ways are out, and we've got good people in there now.
I'm going to step up at this point, take my place with the others, and say, I might have theoretically had a part in that, but that is for another time. In any case, we saw what Strahd has become. If he wasn't mad before, he is now. Whatever shred of his sanity remained has left him. Perhaps helping him now is for a greater good in your eyes. But when he is finished with Vallaki, what's to stop him from coming after you? He is a creature that does not care about loyalty. He cares about conquest and his own goals and ways. This is what it has come to. If you please, you can fight now and end this, and lift this darkness and move on to some place that does not look down upon you. What you see before you is the final confrontation, what you see before you now is the final battle for this place, for this land. And once it's finished, everyone within this place will be free, yourselves included, to live life how you please, where you please. It's just a matter of what you decide to do, and how you decide to end it.
Except maybe don't sell potions to get through the mist when they're clearly fake.
Go ahead and make me a persuasion roll.
Okay.
Am I able to assist in that in any way?
You technically are. It's a really hard sell, so that's why I'm making it a straight roll rather than a disadvantage.
Okay, guys. Pray to Taliesin for me. 19.
He sighs. He goes, "Oh. God, everything's been so complicated in the last few days.
I'm gonna peek out from behind the wagon. I'm just gonna say, they weren't really letting themselves change the prejudice because they never let you in. Now they're gonna let you in, and you can work on showing them that their prejudices were wrong, right?
And with the changing of the guard that came about perhaps in awkward ways, it may be a chance to make a new start, at least until you can find a home for yourselves. One way or
And
another,
again,
this is.
it's
Sorry,
only for
Paladin.
10 days.
I'll
It's
nod
only for
and
10 days.
add. No matter what you choose to do, this is the end of things. And no matter what you intend to do, we intend to put an end to Strahd once and for all.
In that case, Keldrin, make me one more persuasion roll.
This is gonna be great, you guys.
Natural 20! Natural 20! Come on!
I got a -2. Why do I talk ever? Come on, come.
That could have been way worse.
I was. All right. This will be a hard sell on the others, but I trust you enough that I'll give you this. I'll pass word on to my comrades. We'll move out tonight. Depending on their mood, either they will flee this place and try and get as far away from Strahd as they possibly can, or we will join you. The men, they might not be as willing to listen as I am, but we'll see what we can do. I can't make any promises, but well, you won't get a knife in the back from us at any rate.
I mean, honestly, I think that it's probably smarter that if we don't manage to, kill Strahd before day 10, that everybody moves out of the city. It's just until then, just for 10 days.
I'll nod and say, even if it does not end in you assisting in the defense of Vallaki, I respect the lot of you enough to say that I would rather you be gone than be our enemies. It does me no great pleasure fighting your people.
And listen, I hope you know that in your heart you do the right thing, but if we don't meet again, that's fine, but if we do, I hope to meet without regrets. I hope to meet as free people without prejudice.
At the very least, enjoy the city's hospitality for 10 days. What can you lose, honestly?
Also, your brother tried to kill us.
He
Oh, Sam!
he takes a brief moment of shock and then says, "Of course he did." I was about to say, I love my brother, but he's the last person that would accept this. He's different than the rest. We just wanted to live in peace. He wants to climb the ladder. He believes he's destined for more.
I'll add to that and say, I've no great desire to call him an enemy either, regardless what he's done to us. But perhaps you could pass on the word that no matter what the rest of your people decide, he may climb higher if he does not make the wrong enemies.
He's smart. I will try.
All we ask after all we've been through.
Then that sounds like he goes, I do like you people. Wish I could be more like you more often. He then sighs. I wish you luck. I gave the word out to my men. He then starts to walk off. But as he does, as he's on the way, he goes on the back. Hope that horse is treating you well, by the way.
Quite. He's been quite a resource. And all.
Thanks for listening. Bye.
I know you're people of trade. We might be able to work out a merchandising deal after all this is said and done.
That's item 2
technically. An eyebrow
that. Item 2 technically off the list.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go talk to Dusk Elves.
I mean, if we can manage the Dusk Elves, then there's no reason for these guys to be keeping an eye on them. So hopefully they'll.
Okay, so the nearest Dusk Elves you can see is over here. In fact, you'll notice that he's just coming back from. He was just exploring the main road, and he suddenly he sees you walking towards him. I'm just going to point him out. He sees you walking towards him, and he goes, "Oh no, it's you again. What do you want now?"
Quick out of character recap what we want.
Yep.
A once in a lifetime opportunity.
We need to
hear
ask
a voice
them
in the
about.
wind.
We need to ask them about the Amber Temple.
Right.
Where it is, how to get there, what the fuck is it? Is it actually the source of Strahd's power? Hopefully they can give us a map or like a description. That would be dope.
Also, if we could get them in on the against Strahd, that would be good.
Yeah, that's another thing. I'm also just 1 sec.
Okay, as you approach, he goes, "Are you here to ask any more questions? No, I don't remember how large it was. No, I don't know how long it took to cut off. I passed out at the time."
Okay. But other questions, though.
I kind of want to ask those questions.
We'll ask them at the end, all right? Just a few questions. We were told you might know something about an Amber Temple.
His eyebrows raise at that, and he goes, "Why would you want to know about that?"
Well, seems that it may be quite useful to certain situations that we find ourselves in. Would you be good enough to tell us what you know about it?
He pauses for a moment, then he smiles and goes, "Huh, looks like I could be lucky. See, our leader is also in a situation that would require the Amber Temple. Let me lead the way."
How fortuitous.
Juicy lore.
He leads you to one of the hovels down to the south, and I'm just going to drag. Okay, so we'll say Lily's following behind. I don't know why a token's not there, but okay. The Dusk Elves step aside as you. Dusk Elves step aside and let you in for the guys' discussions, and as you all step inside the hovel, I'll see there's a description here. There we go. Okay, so you see, as you step into the house, like standing quietly in front of this house, bathed in the light of its war lanterns, are three greatly cloaked figures. They step aside and let you in, and the hovel itself, it's not that fancy on the inside. I'm just moving you in, but as you step in, you see you see this hooded. This Dusk Elf in a darker grey cloak talking to one of his men, and you catch him mid-conversation and he goes, so we've had no information about Eladiah. Could we have not? He wasn't. Listen, no. Wherever he is, he seems to be far out of the reach of Valaki. He might be. I don't know where he's gone at this point, and I don't think I'm able to slip out the way he did. At that point, they cut themselves off as they see you approach. They go. At this point, he looks up and goes, "Hello, can I help you?"
I was told that we may be able to help each other out.
In what way?
Well, we need some information about the Amber Temple. And one of your friends said that you also had a situation involving the Amber Temple.
His expression is like a smile of almost of disbelief, and then he suddenly goes, "Yes, I suppose you could say that. There's probably not enough for all of you, but feel free to treat yourself to a seat." And as you settle down, he moves over towards the fire and pokes it a bit before going, "Yes, I need to go there myself. But it's a perilous journey, and I wouldn't be able to do it alone, so I was hoping to get escorts. And the man I was hoping to use, well, he's done a runner recently, so I would be more than happy to have you. I'm more than happy to have you by my side. What are you going there for?"
Just quickly out of character, how much are we going to divulge to him?
We might as well shoot
I mean,
straight.
Strahd fucking killed all their women and made sure that they as a race are gonna die out. Slowly. I feel like they're probably on our side.
Yeah, I'm with MVL. Let's just be direct with them, because I mean, they have literally nothing to lose knowing that we're going to fuck up Strahd's day.
Yeah,
Also-
they'll be in our corner.
Yeah, and also, I mean, the fact that he's made the Vistani spy on them means that he still thinks that they are somewhat of a threat.
Yeah.
Which means they're, again, probably not working for him.
Yeah, I'm going to note the way conversation is going, and just step forward, being the holy-looking one. We're told there may be something within the Amber Temple that could affect Strahd's downfall. To put that in simpler terms, we intend to kill him with whatever we find in the Amber Temple.
Severely weaken him.
He smiles. Well, there are certainly plenty of ways to do that. That temple frightens many people. After all, it was where Strahd, as he is now, was created. It's also the source of the darkness that absorbs everything in this land. But it does contain some powers, and he sighs. I have a mistake that I want to correct.
Well, how about it? Let's just put all the cards on the table here.
He sighs. Very well, I suppose. My sister, Patricia, I made one misjudgment, and it cost us. Do you know how us Dusk Elves came into this state?
I mean, maybe
It all
we should
started.
hear it from your words.
He sighed. After Strahd took over this land, he became very powerful indeed. So, and Patricia was captivated by that power. She had a couple of meetings with Strahd and was very interested in his personality, the source of his unnatural strength. She wanted to know the full secret to it. We tried to persuade her many times to tell her that she didn't know what she was getting into, but she kept insisting that she could take care of herself. And it got to the point where I was desperate. I was angry, and I lost control, and it may have been accidental, but at least that's what I kept telling myself, but I may have killed her. That alone would be a heavy burden on my conscience, but it turned out Strahd saw some appeal in her as well. So he sent his manservant, one of our own, and he only took one night, but the women were gone.
Wait,
and the rest of us.
his manservant is one of you guys?
Yes,
Oh, so
But-
sorry. Continue.
he said, no. He was one of us, but he sold his heart and soul to Strahd years ago. He now only has concern for his welfare. He cares nothing of us. I mean, would anyone who cared about us did this? They didn't even give us the dignity of death. We're just wasted away here to die. And I've come into knowledge that there's a way to bring her back in the temple. A way to revive her soul, and I need to get up there, is what I'm saying. And
If no one else minds, I would like to take the initiative on this.
I just want to ask one quick question.
Mhm.
When you say the women were gone, do we mean they were taken or they were murdered? I just want to be clear on
slaughtered,
this.
yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
I'll with that done, I'll speak up, and for the first time in the presence of everyone, I'm going to say, as someone who has been accused of, if by way of negligence, killing his brother, I sympathize with your plight. And simply for the sake of conscience, if not for gaining an ally, I would like to help you out of your situation. Our goals align, and in the end, it affects the downfall of Strahd, which I would say is a win-win for everyone involved in this land.
Ismail, indeed it does. In fact, he pulls at this for a moment and goes, I might be able to help you further if you succeed.
Carry on.
He looks at me and goes, there's another bit of knowledge I've gained. I'm not 100% sure if it'll work, but I believe there is a certain spot, if not in the temple, that at the very least close by on the road, that if the spell works, I might be able to get into Castle Barovia itself, undetected. Sorry, Castle Ravenloft itself, undetected.
Would certainly give us an advantage.
But that means that we have to do that last out of all of our errands. Right?
Yeah, unless we want to go as we are now, near enough.
I think the castle was last on our agenda.
He's smart. I can get you. My plan is to sneak in stealthily. There's just one item I need to collect from his basement. Once I have that, we can then sneak in and out quickly. Anything else you want to do? If there's anything you feel like you can grab or information you can get, be my guest. But
Whoa, wait. Let me out of character. He is suggesting that there's a way to sneak in and grab a thing that is going to allow us instant access anytime. Is that what he's saying?
well,
Or did I misunderstand that?
he's saying that his plan is to go in, get something from the road and get out. So he's suggesting if there's anything else you want to grab in Strahd's castle, that might be a way. That might be a way to do
The
it.
skull of Argynvost.
Yeah.
I'm going to actually say that in character, with a smile on my face. As it happens, if this is successful, then there may be something else in the basement of that castle that could turn the tide against Strahd.
Oh, that's literally going to be a beacon for shit to go down. So again, we should probably do that later. Like last. We just need to talk to a couple people, if that's okay.
And
clear out some werewolves.
I was about to say, and perhaps end a few threats.
He sighs. Given the circumstances, I have no choice. Very well, but keep in mind that after we go to do the business of the temple, I want to save my sister as soon as possible.
Of course.
Is there a place? So basically, I'm just gonna. So we want to go there first, and then there. Is there a way from this lake, which is gonna be what's the second lake? Like the werewolf camp, the thing where the werewolf camp is. Lake Bartok. There we go. Is there a place like that he could wait for us? That means that we won't have to trek back to here and up again, just to save some time. Like, could he meet us on the road to there?
He looks at it and goes, I suppose I could meet you, or if you would like, I can join you on your travels for a bit. We'd have to back up a bit in the roads after you've dealt with whatever's there, but I'm more than happy to run your thing.
How is your tolerance for wordplay?
I'll sigh and say, it's a thing with us.
He sighs.
That'd be amazing.
I can bear it.
I'll nod and say, at this juncture, every ally is one we will take. And to tell you the truth, even though I'm prone to distrust in this place, you've shown us no reason why you would be dishonest. Your people's situation is beyond dire.
He goes, thank you.
And
so,
listen,
I'll need a moment to prepare some things, so I guess if I meet you in the morning, we can start our travels together.
What time is it by now? Like, I'm guessing 5-ish?
Yeah, by the time everything, it's about 4 o'clock-ish, so you still got enough time to go and handle the mage.
Yeah, let's handle the mage, and then sleep, and then head out and kill some werewolves.
Smart, he says, oh, and one last thing. We'll be heading up the mountains, so, and it gets really cold over there, so unless you have a magic item like mine, he says, flicking the ring that's on his finger, I suggest you get some warm coats.
Oh, okay.
Would a lot of curtains do?
He raises his eyebrow and goes, no, not really.
Would you like to buy some curtains?
Oh my god.
I'll cut him off.
Again.
I'll cut you off at that point and say, perhaps while we're going about our business, we might be able to fashion them into something more usable.
Oh,
There,
okay, I really had no plan when I took the curtains, so...
there are tailors in town.
and on that subject, Ward does need to get some clothing, because he does not have clothing, so, yeah.
And I mean, with all the fights that you've been into, it's probably just literally hanging on by a single thread.
And, I was gonna add something. What was it? I'm so happy with this revelation. That is not a phrase I say much in Curse of Strahd.
This is good shit.
And, can I say to you that I have been in that situation where someone I love's blood has been on my hands, and, you know, if there was any way to bring them back, I would do it. And I've seen the power of magic, that how I have this form right now. I used to be an elf.
He raises an eyebrow.
So I think there's hope. And I hope for you that there is. Sincerely.
He nods his head. Thank you. I think we'll be good allies together. I shall see you in the... on that note, I shall see you in the morning. Good luck with the rest of your business. I will talk to you later.
Thank you. What, sir, what should we call you? Because I don't think we asked him his name.
He smiled. Forgive me, I got so caught up. I don't think I recalled your names either, but my name is Casimir Velikov. Kasimir. For anyone furiously typing notes.
I'm loving these names. Casimir, that's very German.
There you go.
Oh, cool.
He either goes, and what are your names, you fine folk?
Are we gonna do the thing?
Not the way that you're imagining, I would think. Seeing you pose, I'm just gonna and say, call me Jean. I suppose you could use my title and refer to me as Paladin Jean, but titles make my skin crawl.
No pose. Nothing, John. Not a twirl of the mustache.
He's doing a pose.
I'm just going to continually doing this. This is my pose, Ward.
Yes!
I'll introduce myself. I am simply Maldrath.
Flourish the cape.
Seth over here.
At this point, Lily just speaks up and goes, Lily.
Oh, damn it! I'm running out of here.
And with that, you burst out of the room.
One leaves and a half.
Ward,
Lily,
Sean, Naldra, Seth, Lily, Keldrin, together we are the Silver Stakes! The Silver Stakes!
I'm so glad we got that on film.
I just wanted a sort of Genu Force style entrance.
Pose!
Silver Stakes rules. Silver Stakes rules. Anyway. Okay, so just to be clear, was that in character?
That was
absolutely not.
But legitimately, we need to move to our next location, so Ward did leave.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. And the nodding goes, thank you. I'll see you in the morning. I look forward to it. And with that, you step out of you step out of the hills and you move on to the next part of your journey. As you, if I just, where's that darn map gone? Anyway.
I got a lot of fun notes, you guys. This is good shit.
So, moving on again and running you to the right. Okay, so currently in Vallaki, are you planning to do any other business, or do you want to head straight to trying to find the man mage?
Our group token should be a silver stake now.
I will consider this.
I will say, just to complete my finally complete the look that I've been developing over the course of the game. I would like to very quickly just buy a coat in town.
We do need to buy cold weather gear, though, don't we?
Yeah, may
Yeah,
as well
we
get that
should.
now.
And potentially climbing gear. Does any of us have climbing gear?
No.
No.
But Jonan, while we're still on the world map, can you point us out, like, where the area is that the Mad Mage is supposed to be, and where the fuck? Which one is Lake Bartok? Where is the rumor of the werewolf camp? Ah, down there.
No,
Okay,
that's
okay.
not it. I just misclicked trying to move the cursor. Okay, so the
Okay.
man mage is somewhere in the mountains over here. Well, the
Okay.
mountains and forest on the other side of Lake Zarevich. The lake is over here. There we go. Now shift click. So that's
Okay,
the
so werewolves to the west of us, jokers to the right. Here I am.
and
Yeah.
the pathway to the mountain is there.
Okay.
So it's relatively nearby. That's why he was willing to come with you. Like, the turning is nearby. The mountain climb will take you all the way up to about, let's see. The actual mountain is all the way down there, so it's a long trek.
Oh, wow.
You identify it
Okay.
as Mount Garkis.
Okay. And how long do we guesstimate it would take us to get up to the mage haunted parts of the forest?
The actual lake, wouldn't take that much longer to cross. It would take about an hour total by the time you... Actually, you know what?
We could.
I know we're doing this out of order, but give me... two of you give me survival checks.
Ooh.
Yep,
That's something that I could do.
I'll leave it to you two.
Oh, frickle frackle. Thank you, Seth.
Between
That's
you
a
two, that's
total of
good.
41.
Yeah, between you two, you actually are able to very quickly... it takes you about... Hang on, let me just...
I mean, I was actually thinking of just getting a boat and going across. Because we're going to come
I'm
back
assuming
by
you do
tonight.
that anyway, but...
Yeah, okay.
yeah.
It would be nice
so,
to take
by the time you've... let's see. If you... yeah. By the time you've gone across the lake with a boat, it takes about... just under an hour, about 40 minutes. And then with those survival checks, I will say that you spend about another 15 minutes. So it'll take you an hour to locate the mage by the time you've gone over the river and just start investigating. Because between the two of you and your nature knowledge, you're very quickly to pick up both the disturbances in the nature and a series of oddly varying tracks that keep moving about from place to place.
Then I think we just do the winter gear tomorrow, aka beginning of next session.
Yeah, okay.
That's reasonable.
Nice to take a
Okay.
boat ride without killing somebody.
Okay, so just to close out this session, after with all of these plans ahead of you, you decide to cross off the one thing off your list before preparing for tomorrow to sleep. You go straight over the Cold Lake Zarevich, which now is kind of looking like a dark mirror as the we're getting to the clock and the light slowly begins to dim. But there's still enough light for you to walk it. There's still enough light for you to slowly make your way across, and you start beginning to search the forest. You pick up the trail very quickly, partially due to some tracks and also due to some randomly singed trees that move past, and you notice that it's very quiet. That a lot of the local wildlife, such as the wolves and the deer, they don't seem to be doing anything. And if I just move you all there now, you're eventually spreading out, and you're trying to hide yourselves amongst all the different foliage.
Pass without a trace.
Okay, so you begin to stuff around. You start to see your quarry. Everyone make me. Actually, what is your No. All of you make me stealth checks.
Oh gosh.
Plus 10 from my spell.
Six.
Okay, plus 10. So you all. Nice. And with the pass around the trace, you all managed to hide and slowly sneak up on the and slowly sneak up on him as you can see that his behavior is kind of erratic as he sort of paces up and down and going, I know it's here, it has to be here. Okay, I know it's not here. I might have, maybe it is here. Maybe he's hiding it from me somewhere. But where would he have hidden it? Oh, he knows that I would beat him if I had it. But what does he though? Oh, maybe he's trying to outplay me. He's just marching up and down erratically at this point. Just seems to be desperately trying to figure out. He seems to be erratically searching for something, but his movement is not making any kind of sense. Like he's doubling back, muttering to himself, looking up, then suddenly looking down. He's not really. His movements are a bit erratic and strange.
Sir, what are you looking
What?
for? Maybe we can help. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Who spoke? Who spoke?
I pop out from behind
you.
the bush. Hi.
What
Yes.
are you?
I've heard that somewhere before, but
And what are you?
Hi, crazy.
Crazy! Ha ha ha! You think I'm crazy? Maybe I am. But no, I am not crazy. In fact, I am smart. I see you. I see what you're doing. This is a classic tactic.
I used to be
know
an
that
elf.
No, I see. This is another tactic. You are very wise. You are trying to trick me by sending out this scared little one to make me think that you're all pathetic, and then you come along, and then you try to confuse me. Do you think I don't see you through your game, Strahd's minions?
no, we're actually trying to kill Strahd.
Yeah, definitely not Strahd's minions.
Definitely not Strahd's minions, no.
But that is what Strahd's minions would
Oh.
say if they were trying to trick you.
Exactly! And I didn't think I wasn't going to fall for your double bluff. No.
But the fact
What?
that we told you that it would be Strahd's minion. Oh, I'm not smart enough for this.
You think you can... double bluff me? Don't even try it. I am 5 bluffs ahead of you. No. You. There's only one thing I can do for you, and
I love
he.
this guy.
His hands start crackling with lightning as he begins to slowly as he begins to cast magic spells, and he goes, "I will end you all.
Wait.
You think
What
my
were you
magic
looking
has
for?
grown weak? Your magic has. You think your magic? You think my magic has grown weak? But no, and I will not tell you what I'm looking for. You think I would fall for that? No, you can tell Strahd that I am still as powerful as ever. You will be
That's why
dead,
we
but I'm
need
sure
you.
he'll figure out a way.
We need your power against Strahd.
Yeah,
You think
we are trying to kill Strahd. It's been a long journey, and it's been.
enough? The energy crackles brighter, and that's where we're going to end tonight's session, folks.
All right.
Oh boy.
Well-
I'm happy I saved my spells.
In a
Good
flash,
God Almighty!
in a flash of lightning, things really have taken a darker turn. Is there? Only a
I
few
love
days
this
left.
guy. I want to keep him.
Our days do seem to be numbered against Strahd, and everybody, thank you for watching. It's been awesome. Had a brilliant cast of players and a wonderful dungeon master. And guys, if you like the video, don't forget to leave a like or a comment to let us know what you think, and don't forget to subscribe for more awesome content. And if you like to, you can also support the channel on Patreon for as little as $1 a month. Once again, thank you for watching. I've been MVL, and I will catch you next time.
And we're just going to jump over to Nabbit's stream. She's doing a 12-hour stream, so we'll go show her some love. And we'll see you next time.